Hi everyone, I'm Sarah from Trauma Recovery Coaching. I am a certified coach specializing in abuse recovery from narcissistic, sociopathic, and psychopathic abuse. Today we're going to be discussing what is a scapegoat and why are they chosen. A scapegoat is a person who takes the fall for someone who refuses to take accountability for their own actions. A scapegoat is used to ensure that a toxic person never has to own their behavior. The responsibility of shame, guilt, and self-hate all fall onto the scapegoat's shoulders, regardless of the scapegoat's age. During the scapegoat's upbringing, they will feel like they're bad, like they're the main cause of all dysfunction in their home, and even the dysfunction in their life outside of the family system. Scapegoats feel like nothing they do is right because their abusers taught them that they are bad and this is who they are, when it's only what they were gaslit to believe. Scapegoats are often disregarded and easily ignored. Their emotional needs, and in some cases their physical needs, are not met. They are often forced into caregiver roles for their parents and siblings. When scapegoats are placed into caregiving roles at a young age, they may be forced to endure adult issues that they are not old enough to comprehend. Scapegoats are seen as the most sensitive member of the family. Being sensitive and in tune with your emotions is a superpower, but not in a toxic family system. It is a threat to them, and for this reason, the scapegoat is not valued for what they say or do. The scapegoat is often embarrassed in public by their family and is not celebrated, rarely noticed, or disregarded. The scapegoat will always be perceived as bad and is often used as the bad examples to others in and outside of the family system. No one outside of the family will like the scapegoat because outsiders will already have heard the lies spread about the scapegoat. This can cause scapegoats to become scapegoats in other areas of their life, like in work or school. Other family members are often encouraged to scapegoat the family scapegoat. Scapegoats are actually the glue to toxic family systems. Without scapegoats, toxic family systems cannot function properly. They need supply, and they need to make sure that they have a scapegoat to blame, so they can emotionally regulate by throwing their problems onto the scapegoat so they don't have to handle it themselves. Sometimes the scapegoat role escalates to where the abuse is physical. The scapegoat can literally be the family punching bag. How is the scapegoat chosen? Scapegoats can be chosen for very superficial reasons, like the scapegoat's looks. If the scapegoat resembles someone the toxic person doesn't like, or if the scapegoat looks more attractive than the toxic person, this can lead to resentment and hatred. Scapegoats can be chosen because they have a certain personality that the toxic person doesn't have. They're sensitive or empathic, their certain gender, their birth order, their intelligence, and even birth complications can cause a parent to scapegoat their child. Scapegoats can be chosen because they are not biological children. If the toxic parent has biological children and adoptive children, there's a higher chance that the adoptive child could be a scapegoat in a situation where the parent that adopted the child is abusive. To a toxic parent, a child who is sensitive, talented, attractive, and intelligent can be perceived as a threat. These qualities may be lacking in that parent, and this makes them feel inadequate, which is why narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths take away their scapegoat's ability to explore talents and have individualism. Anything that is viewed as great for a scapegoat should have been given to the golden child in their eyes. The toxic parent then creates a war between the golden child and scapegoat by comparing them to each other, and they often take away the scapegoat's ability to perform their talent or hobby. And they often allow the golden child to do it instead. There doesn't have to be a reason as to why a child may be forced into the scapegoated role. But what matters is that survivors that are currently in this role or former scapegoats know that being a scapegoat had nothing to do with you and has everything to do with the issues of the toxic person who decided that it was necessary to have a scapegoat in the first place. If anything has resonated with you, please leave a comment down below. Thank you for listening.